He left at 3:15. I heard the lock click. A heavy, metallic thud. The hallway outside was thick with the smell of wet copper and ozone. He didn't know about the rules yet. No one told him. I'm staring at the elevator indicator light. It's glowing a sick, bruised purple. It hasn't moved from the 7th floor for 3 hours. The lift cable is humming, a low, rhythmic grinding against the shaft walls. He is still inside. It started with the ink, a scrap of parchment tucked behind the pipes under the sink. The smell of old, damp paper and basement rot hit me first. The handwriting was beautiful, cursive loops that looked like strangling vines. New occupier of 42. That's me. That was us. It was supposed to be a palace, a dream of concrete and glass. But the air here, it tastes like iron, like pennies on the tongue. We were desperate. Rent in the city is a slow, choking grip. This place was too cheap. No deposit, no inspections. The landlord is a ghost, a name on a ledger that never speaks. Mrs. Hemmings lived here for 35 years. She left me her ghost stories, her survival guide, a list of ways to not disappear. My coffee is cold now. A skin has formed on the surface, gray, wrinkled, like the walls in the hallway. Rule number 2. It was underlined twice. The ink bled through the page. Do not use the communal lift between 1:11 and 3:33. A vital step, life or death. I can hear the machinery now. It sounds like teeth, grinding against stone. Jamie, he always hated the stairs. He's young, he's efficient. He would have pressed the button. I can almost hear the chime, a hollow, tinny ring, echoing in the empty shaft. The note mentions the neighbors, the ones from the fire. Floors 65 to 72 don't exist anymore. Just charred, blackened timber and ash. But they come down. They knock. A soft, persistent tapping, like a bird pecking at wood. They want sugar. They want to come in. I've checked the door. The 2 extra bolts are rusted shut. I haven't touched them. I'm afraid of the heat radiating from the brass. It's blistering. There is a sound coming from number 48. It isn't a bark. It isn't a growl. It's a wet, sliding noise, like raw meat being dragged over linoleum. Mrs. Hemmings called it animal noises. She said, "Don't check on him." I stood by the connecting wall. I pressed my ear to the plaster. It was cold. So cold my skin stuck to the paint. The sliding stopped. Then a heavy, wet thud, followed by silence. The windows are the worst part. I can't look out. Rule 4. The window cleaner. He arrived at 11:15. He didn't use a harness. He didn't use a ladder. He just appeared. Tap, tap, tap. His knuckles on the glass sounded like falling teeth. He smiled. I could see the reflection of the park behind him, but he wasn't there. The glass was vibrating. My tea spilled. The vibration was a low, humming frequency. It made my fingernails ache.
He stayed for 30 minutes, standing on the void. He asked for a drink. His voice was muffled, like he was speaking through a thick, wet wool blanket. I sat on the floor. I stared at the carpet. The fibers are matted and stained. I counted the cigarette burns, anything to avoid the eyes at the glass. When the tapping stopped, the air in the room suddenly felt thin, like the oxygen had been vacuumed out.
The bedroom ceiling is weeping. It's a damp patch the shape of a lung. Mrs. Hemmings said it turns crimson. Right now, it's a deep, bruised plum. It doesn't drip. It just pulses. A slow, heavy throb. It matches my heartbeat. I lie on the mattress. The floor is hard, unforgiving. I watch the stain. I think it's getting darker. The smell of copper is back. It's dripping into my dreams. I haven't slept since he left. I called his work. His boss sounded confused. He never arrived. Jamie. My Jamie. He's lost in the machinery of this building. I can hear the lift moving again. A slow, agonizing squeal. Metal screaming against metal. It's stopping at 7. My floor. My heart is thumping. A frantic, jagged rhythm. I'm standing in the kitchen. I'm holding a knife. Rule 7. Keep a weapon in every room. My hand is shaking. The steel is cold. The cat is in the hallway. The hairless one. Mrs. Hemmings said it would burn my skin. I can hear it scratching the bottom of the door. A dry, rasping sound, like sandpaper on bone. It's a warning. Someone is knocking at the door. Not the window, the door. They want sugar. I can feel the heat through the wood. The hallway is on fire, but there is no smoke. Only the smell of burning sugar and old, scorched hair. I didn't answer. I didn't breathe. I stayed, frozen, a statue of meat and fear. The knocking stopped. The heat faded. Now it's just the silence. A heavy, suffocating blanket. I'm looking at the note again. Rule 11. The postman. Ian Flanders. He'll be here at 8:54. He has the answers. He's been here since before the beginning. I just have to wait. I just have to survive the dark. But the shadows are moving. There. stretching. The damp patch is changing. It's red. A bright, shocking scarlet. It's spreading. Mrs. Hemmings said it wouldn't drip, but I can hear it. Plip, plip, plip. It's hitting the pillow where Jamie should be. I reached out. My fingers felt sticky, warm. The air in the room is thick with the scent of a slaughterhouse. I can't turn on the light. I'm afraid of what the bulb will show. I'm afraid of the lung on the ceiling. I'm in the bathroom now. The tiles are cold. My breath is coming in short, jagged gasps. I can't think. The note said the first few weeks are the worst. It said I'd feel like I made a mistake. Mistake. Such a small word for this nightmare. I'm looking in the mirror, but it's too dark to see a face. Just an outline. A hollowed-out gray shape. The sink is hissing. A low, persistent steam. The lift is moving again. 3 a.m. The forbidden time is closing in. It's going down. To the basement. They forage, she said. They love animal feed. Rule 5. I left his dinner out, on the counter. A plate of cold, gray pasta. I forgot to refrigerate it. I've broken the rules. I can hear them now, in the vents. A scuttling, clicking sound, like 1,000 tiny, armored legs. They're coming for the scraps. I'm back in the kitchen. The plate is empty, licked clean. The ceramic is shining, smeared with a thick, translucent slime. I didn't hear them enter. I didn't hear them leave. The building is breathing. A slow, deep, mechanical inhalation. The walls are vibrating. I put the knife on the table. It's useless. You can't stab a shadow. You can't cut the hum of a machine. I just want to go home. But this is home now. I found Jamie's phone. It was on the balcony, right where the window cleaner was standing. The screen is shattered, a spider web of jagged glass. It's sticky, the same slime from the plate. I scrolled through the messages, 100 from me, none from him. But there's a recording, a voice memo started at 3:14 a.m. I'm afraid to press play. Soft, rhythmic clicking, like a clock or a heart. The recording is just static at first, then a chime, the lift. Then a voice. It isn't Jamie's. It's deeper, more hollow. It says, 42 is ready. Then the sound of metal tearing, a high-pitched, agonizing screech, like a car crash frozen in time. I dropped the phone. It fell into the dark. I didn't hear it hit the ground. The park below is a black, bottomless pit. No trees, no paths, just void. It's 3:32. 1 minute left of the forbidden hour. The building is silent. Even the vents have stopped. It's a heavy, expectant silence, like a predator holding its breath. I'm standing by the door. I can hear the lift rising. It's heavy. It's carrying something large. Something that doesn't belong in a cage of steel and cables. The smell of ozone is overwhelming. It's burning my nose. My eyes are watering. The chime. It was loud, like a funeral bell. The doors are groaning, like a dying animal. I can hear footsteps, heavy, wet, rhythmic. They're coming toward 42. I'm holding the door handle. It's burning hot. The neighbors, Jamie, Mrs. Hemmings, they're all part of the machine now. The machinery of the 7th floor. I'm not opening the door. I'm not. But the lock is turning from the outside. It's the postman, Ian. He's early. He's standing there with the letters, 2 for Mrs. Hemmings. He's smiling, but his eyes, they're just dark, empty pits. He says I'm doing well. He says the first few weeks are the worst. He's handing me a new note. It's written in my handwriting, but I haven't written anything. My hands are too busy, shaking. The paper feels like skin, warm, pulsing. If you find this, if you're looking at the views of the park, if you're checking the cupboards for spare keys, leave. Don't worry about the deposit. Don't worry about the furniture. Just run. Take the stairs. Never, ever take the lift. I can hear Jamie now. He's calling from the bedroom. But Jamie doesn't have a voice like that. It sounds like grinding metal. I have to go now. The damp patch is hungry.